to the Paper Snob. This is Tara. Today I'm working on Reindeer Games Hop. This is hosted by Creative Chaos in Tennessee. That's Miss Shannon. And she is giving us a daily prompt. And each day our prompt is different. And I will have that posted up here for you. Today's prompt is about music, and I have some music icons in here from Some Assemblage Required. I've got a great title piece, some musical notes. There's a stencil in here that I got from Some Assemblage Required, and another piece from, this came from Scrap Happy. These are from Some Assemblage Required. I've got white cardstock, rub-ons, a bunch of little frames and things, and somewhere I have photos. Aha. So these photos were taken in 2020. This is my living room, and during 2020 we were all locked down due to COVID-19, and we bought the Trans-Siberian Orchestra online concert. We had seen it once in person quite a few years ago, and it was just my husband and I, but we wanted our kids to enjoy it. So we bought the online, and we forced them to sit down and watch it with us. I don't think they were very pleased with it, but here are the photos. If you've ever heard the Trans-Siberian Orchestra, you know that they are really amazing. This is a great little story that they told with this, and it was so much fun to watch in the comfort of our own home. I have Christmas Spectacular. I have a sheet, actually a piece of, can't even talk, words are hard, scrap paper from the collection, and then just a bunch of various bits and pieces that I would like to get used up for this layout so that I can finish off this collection. I believe I'm down to just one full sheet of paper from this collection, so I'm getting really close. I'm gonna pause, we're gonna get started. I wanna do a little mixed media, so I'll be right back. So let me be honest, right off the top, I knew I wanted to put some texture paste in gold on the background, but I also wasn't really sure where I was going to go with the layout and how things were going to fit. So I just kind of put it down here on the very bottom, kind of randomly. It's in two spots, and that worked out fairly well. I probably could have layered the stencil a little bit better from Scrap Happy. That's scraphappy.org in case you didn't know. They do Calvin Ball and a lot of loads throughout the year. It's a membership type forum. So, and they're great fun. I just haven't been participating lately. I can't do all the things I've discovered. I can't keep up with all the things. Go figure, right? So I knew that I wanted to use these two side pockets, mostly just to get them out of my stash. And I put one down without thinking about where it was going to go, and I didn't want to cover up too much of that texture paste. And I'm going to go ahead and use my Some Assemblage Required Distress tool to scuff up three edges. The bottom edge doesn't matter because it's going to go inside those little side pockets there, so that works out fairly well. Those side pockets do cause this layout to have a little bit of bulk. I'm actually okay with that, and I do use some glue off camera to go ahead and glue them down better, some wet glue. What I'm looking for is the fifth. I had 5 of those little frames there, and Penny took off with one while I was showering and while I was allowing the background the texture paste to dry, and so it's gone. It's gone for good, and so I'll have to rethink where I'm going to be using those frames. Was quite aggravated with Little Miss because, yes, Yep, see, I'm still looking for that 5th frame. I had 5, and I have no idea where the 5th one went. I just gave up right there. That was me giving up. I don't know if you saw, but I fixed one of them with some wet glue because she also chewed it in half. I'm assuming maybe she ate the other one in its entirety. I don't know. She eats some of the weirdest things. I have never had a cat who thinks she's a dog and eats and chews on things. She is very terrible about stuff like that. At this point in time, I wish my room, my space, had a door, so that when I put things out like this, I can shut it and walk away and they'll still be there, but that's not how it works. So I don't have a door. I'm gonna kind of play around with some of these other frames and bits and some of the photos. I'm just kind of messing around. Things are gonna end up going on here differently than what I lay them out here initially, because I just could not find that 5th frame. And so I'm not going to put those up there like that after all. Instead, that piece of pattern paper poking out of the top is going to end up being a placeholder for title. There is no journaling on this layout either. And I figured I don't use all of the photos that you see there printed, so I might go ahead and make a second page and do the journaling over there. Maybe, we'll see. Probably won't do that on camera, and that's okay. So here's where I stopped to see if I can't find that frame again. I did not find the frame, so off camera I went ahead and I trimmed down photos and put them on or behind the frames that I did have. I had 4 of those, and then I've got that 5th is not actually a frame, it's just a piece of chipboard with what looks like washi tape stuck at the top. And now I'm just kind of playing along. I stuck in that sheet of music notes after I ripped it out, and I believe it's down there. I stuck another one up underneath the pockets as well, so I've got some music notes sticking out of the bottom. And I was playing with this set of what I just thought were music notes, and I realized at some point that it's actually supposed to spell the word music, and so I don't use it in the end. I pull those off when I'm gluing them, because that's when I realized that, oh my gosh, these spell the word music. What am I doing? And so go ahead and laugh if you want. I just didn't see it. Maybe I didn't have enough coffee, I don't know. But I'm gonna put in some of these wishing bauble shapes here next to my title, and off camera I will peel them off and then glue them down with wet glue closer to that title that says music is magic. Again, the music is magic, and the title that says music and music notes and that little piece of music over down there on the right hand side all came from Some Assemblage Required. I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. Alright, I got this layout completely finished. I did move things around. I was gluing these here on when I realized that they are meant to spell music, and so I took them off to be used on another layout at another time. Guess I was wondering why this was an M and why that looked like a U, but you know, didn't think about that. So I've got that, and so what I did is I ended up moving my cluster of enamel pieces in towards that title, popped this up on foam adhesive, got this all glued down with some wet glue, and got lots of music stuff on here, so I think I've gotten this prompt down pretty well. I want to thank you for coming to my channel today. Make sure that you check out that description box below for the playlist, as well as there are some giveaways going on Shannon's channel, so make sure you watch her videos to find out all about her giveaways and things that she's got going on her channel and in her Facebook community group. All of that will be linked down there for you. So I hope that you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye.